Welcome back, Battle Brothers. Yep, so we're back, and I have no idea. I forget what I was doing last. No, all my effort, putting all my energy into memorizing the codex.
Manual, stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
Over here we have, well, I was going to say these were basilisks. I think these are basilisk cannons, but normally they're on a vehicle. These are probably just a turreted version of them. Over here we got, all of these are actually like the things that you can buy and paint in the board game, or the tabletop game, I should say. All of these are, they either are the actual thing, or they are heavily based on them. Like these, you could make all this, like these destroyed buildings, all of these things. You could buy them and paint them and make them look really nice. A giant ghetto weenie thrusts its way out of the ground, and out come the orcs. It ejaculates orcs all over the battlefield. But we're getting a little Slaneshi here. And of course, those who have no idea about this world are like, "What? I have no idea what Fox is talking about." Good, I'm not going to tell you about that either. Like that is something, my lips are sealed. In regards to Slanesh. Instead, we are just going to do a little bit of this hip fire action. See, we could actually defeat the orcs with ranged combat now that I don't have my pistol. Anyways, so yeah, you might notice I'm playing this and oh my god, did I leave my air conditioning on again? One moment, boys. I swear, I turned that thing off and it just turns on anyways. I'm like, you think you are in control here? Let's see, what do you got here? Give me some hand grenades. Well, I love me some hand grenade. How do I throw? I forget how to throw hand grenades. Is it Q? Okay, it's Q. I don't play this on PC. I played this on the Xbox 360, and it turns out that this game doesn't have controller support, so I can't even plug in my Xbox controller. Oh, so let's talk about orcs. So, the two types of orcs we're fighting right now are the boys, me and the boys. And the boys they fall into two categories. Right now, these guys who are coming at me with axes are slugger boys. And they're called slugger boys because that's what they call their melee weapons, sluggers. Now, you might stay thinking, okay, so a slugger must be an axe. No, that's far too sophisticated for an orc. A slugger is just any object that you can grab and hit somebody with. Yeah, that's what a slugger is. You get like some metal piping, there you go, got a slugger. So that's what makes you a slugger boy. The other guys are shooter boys. And if you're thinking that they are thusly named, oh man, is this the heavy bolter? Yes. Let me have it. Machine gun. Gotta watch the heat. Gotta watch the heat. Machine gun. Oh, this is a good proper machine gun. Like a lot of games, they're like, oh, our machine guns are stinky. They don't like. Good thing there's no friendly fire either. Our machine guns are stinky and smelly, and they don't let you just hold down the trigger like this. How do I tear it off? What's the button?
The orcs hold the trenches
E
beyond the ruins
and 4?
the battlements beyond that.
E and 4? Tear off?
The orcs took
I don't even know what
almost
mouse button 4 is. Okay, I just hit left control.
Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Where is your voice coming from? You don't sound like you're on my Vox. Wait, we gotta use the proper vocab terms. It's not a radio, it's a Vox. Oh, now that I've ripped this heavy bolter off, it actually has ammo now, which is unfortunate. Oh, there she is. Okay. I wanted to make sure you weren't communicating with me through nefarious means. Okay, so heavy bolt. Let's talk about technology as we go. So heavy bolter, this is the heavy weapons version of a typical bolter, and it's basically, I guess, a 100 caliber machine gun. Yes, so caliber refers to how much of an inch the munitions are. Well, this is a full 1-inch machine gun. That's how wide the bullets are. It is positive. Sometimes the Imperial Guard, which are these guys here, the standard army, that's the low Gothic name. Their proper name is Astra Militarum, which is... No! No! I didn't want to do that. It made me do it because we're grabbing this. Ah, the Stalker pattern bolter. Stalker bolter unlocked. This modified bolter, equipped with targeter and high accuracy shells, is able to fell enemies from a great distance. The Stalker bolter functions equally well as precision battle rifle or sniper weapon. This is basically the Space Marine equivalent of a DMR. And I used it in the multiplayer. I use this weapon a lot. As you can see, it is, like I said, if you've played Halo, it's basically a DMR. It hits really hard. It's a great weapon. Now, my accuracy isn't what it used to be, I'm afraid. So it may not be too good in my hands.
That's where the orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
Now you might think, okay, so do the Space Marines just do everything? No, there's not enough of them.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
The Space Marines, they typically just do something that is kind of unexpected and difficult to do, something that the enemy isn't prepared for. But it's the Imperial Guardsmen that have to do, like, everything else. Basically, what the Space Marines do are the things that the Guardsmen would be either incapable of doing, or if they were capable of doing it, the losses would just be catastrophic. That's the point. That's the point of a Space Marine, because there's just not enough of them. So I should be able to get these guys in a single... There we go. Yeah, one headshot will bring these guys down. So we get to use the... So this area was clearly designed for us to try out the Stalker bolter. Now, see, that wasn't a headshot, so what is it? 2 body shots probably. It just completely exploded. Let's see, how many body shots? Oh, look at that, he takes cover. No. There we go. Okay, so 2 body shots or 1 headshot. The headshots are actually fairly valuable given that this weapon doesn't, you don't carry as much ammo on it. Speaking of weapons, though, the Space Marine, the equipments that we're using right now, the bolter, the typical Space Marine is expecting to fight kind of normal people. They're typically not expecting, the stereotypical Space Marine is not expecting to fight what you would call elite troops. And as a result, they're equipped with weapons that are designed to slaughter large quantities of either unarmored or lightly armored foes. So this bolt rifle that I'm using is really not too good against another Space Marine. Like if Captain Titus fought Captain Titus, this weapon wouldn't be super great. Now in this game, in the multiplayer, they had to balance it, like this weapon had to have an effect, but typically speaking, the Space Marine power armor is pretty hard to get through, and most weapons, even Space Marine weapons, have trouble penetrating it. You would have to use something with more armor penetration to reliably kill a Space Marine, and most people just aren't carrying those kinds of weapons. A good example would be a plasma gun. Plasma guns are well known for their high armor penetration. Oh, here's a collectible. All right, so we can hold to listen.
Just get the ship out of orbit, pilot. Lieutenant Miller, the orks cut off our reinforcements.
Damn it. I suggest we move the unit to a more defensible position, sir.
Do it, and make sure...
Well, gosh, just cut off like that. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I see him in the distance. This is the perfect time for the Stalker bolter. Oh, you want to investigate, do you? So he's like, well, I wonder what happened. I wonder why this guy's head exploded out of it. Actually, that's kind of how it works. So our orcs are a bit like that. Orcs are generally stupid. They're generally not too smart. Some orcs are pretty smart. Some orcs are maybe not smart, but cunning. But the typical orc is he's a simpleton. He's not. Oh, here's another one.
An orc chopped his leg off and he bled out. Nothing I could do. The officers are all dead. The second lieutenant's taken over. She's keeping us focused. Wait. We're moving out. All soon.
Oh, orc structures. Look, they got. Oh, do I need to destroy that?
We will use the breach
hand grenade
rock to enter the gun fortress.
Do I need to destroy this? Is it? Oh, okay, I can destroy it. I wasn't sure if that was like a decoration or not. I haven't played this game in years. So, oh my God. So, here's what's cool about orcs. Orcs are really flexible as villain character types. You know, generally. Oh, what's he doing? Oh. Well, thank you. I mean, I guess I save a bullet not having to destroy that. What is so important over here? Ammo, get some hand grenades. I haven't really used hand grenades in a while. Anyways, as I was saying, so orcs are, so we could tell, one of the ways we could tell that we're ultra, well, obviously we could tell just by the color of our armor, but that U there, that is the Ultramarine symbol. You can't always trust it though, as there are things called successor chapters who are related to the Ultramarines who may also use that symbol. So, you know, you gotta know your Ultra, you know, you wouldn't want to be mistaken for a descendant chapter like the Sons of Gilliman or like the, what are they, the Sons of Ultramar? I can't remember all of the successor chapters. There we go. Oh, there's two of them. I've had enough of this. Into melee combat. Yes, I desire melee combat. Wait, how do I? Okay, there we go. I need to know how to do the stomp. How do I do the stomp? There we go. That's how you get them off of you, with the good old stomp. There we go. Now I will get my... I can't wait to get the power axe. That's my favorite melee weapon in the single-player campaign, at least. How dare you attack me? I will smack you. I will kick you. How do I? Oh, I gotta push the button. There we go. Yes, I want to get the power axe. That's the weapon I like the most in the single-player campaign. For melee combat in the multiplayer, I used the Thunder Hammer the most. I like the Thunder Hammer as well, but I just like the executions of the power axe.
Powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say, so the orcs, really versatile, and the reason for that is simply because they can be the main villains.
Support pods were dropped in this area.
They can be the main villains. They can be a side villain. Like, in other words, they could be taken seriously as a real threat. They can play the role of kind of like a side villain, but they also could be the comedic relief. Like, they can either be funny or serious, which makes them extremely versatile. Ah, here we go. We get a jump pack. This is one of the things that was really, like, advertised in the game. The jump pack is really cool, if I can remember how to use it. So this jump pack, it's not so much a jet pack, it's a jump pack. Think about it as jumping. This is the iconic equipment of an assault marine. And this allows us to jump around. Now we can tell the amount of thrust we have by the engine exhaust. If I jump around too much, if I remember correctly, the engine exhaust should weaken And then when the engine exhaust starts becoming strong again, that should be our cue that we're capable of. Oh, I see somebody throwing stuff. To the skies! There we go. To the skies! Oh, bam! Now, feel my wrath! Yeah, these look like tank busters. Destroy! Destroy! Now, get out of my face! There we go. And yeah, you can actually do this in the multiplayer. You might be like, wow, that seems kind of OP. Well, you're not quite as strong. Bam! You're not nearly as strong in the multiplayer, but yeah, you can just jump around like a maniac. People do it all the time. I've had enough of this. Bam! Now, in the multiplayer, they you know, you're not nearly as, how do you say, destructive as you are here. You know, they make sure that you can't just go like absolutely bonkers on people. Wait, I want to knock this guy out so I can. No. Okay, darn, I want to get my. Wait, you see someone up there, do you? Up! Now, I don't want to damage him too badly, so I'm going to go over here and just go. Bam! I'm going to go. Bam! Oh, I need to weaken him more. There we go. So the reason it wasn't stunning him is because he still had more health to go through. Yeah, he only gets stunned when his health is really low. Oh, he's still shooting. You will suffer. I will shoot you with my gun, specifically. Wait, I can use my... There we go. I was about to say, I can use my bolt gun. That's something I'm allowed to do. I can use both. Oh, I can't... Okay, I can unlock it here. You might think, God, the game's gonna be easy if I could just use this throughout the entire thing. Well, I don't get to use it throughout the entire thing. More of a power-up, if anything. To the skies! Wah! Bam! You will not escape my wrath. You will be destroyed. Really? There we go. You got the shoulder charge. There's a lot of cool melee combos in the game. They're simple, but they're satisfying. They do a good job of giving like a sense of like the boot attack, like this attack right here, this like kicking boot. Like they do a good job of making it feel like this guy kicked in the face. No missiles for you. Now you suffer. Yes. Oh, who dares shoot me? I will shoot you. There we go. Are you still alive? No, you're not. That's right, I could actually use my gun as well. No. I will pick you off with my gun. So while I have this, I can't use all of my guns. Yeah, I can't use the Stalker Bolter. Oh, wow. It seems like you have an orc problem. Not anymore. The shoulder charge. So the combo is 3 hits and then to do the stomp. It's 3 hits and then the stomp. There we go. Yeah, I'm starting to remember the combos. Bam! The kick is 1 hit and then the boot, the big boot. I boot you. I'll destroy that just because I feel like it. And sadly, I remember this part. This is the part where I must part ways with my jump pack.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
Shut up. I can take it.
Delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
So there's a lot of weird things. So as I said, I'm a big Ultramarines guy. So one thing that's weird about this, and this isn't even a specific Ultramarines thing, where is the second company? So Captain Titus is not just any captain, he's second captain. The way we could tell is, if we look at the shoulder pads, notice how they have gold trim? The rest of the gold, that's just the color scheme of the Ultramarines. They're blue and gold. But the shoulder pad trim in particular is important because they're color-coded to tell you which company you're part of. So gold trim means we are the second company. So the way you'd say it is, this is second captain. You can also tell that Sidonis is a more veteran sergeant than Leandros. And that's because Leandros, he's just not quite as fancy, meaning he hasn't earned as many honors as Sidonis has. But one thing that's kind of weird is, where is the second company? A company of Space Marines is a little bit over 100 Marines, including like special command squad people. But for the most part, where's all this scurrying noise I hear? But I don't know where everyone is. Like, where is the rest of the second company? They would not just let their captain go in on their own. And where is my command squad? The second captain should certainly have a command squad. These two guys are just two members of the command squad. So a command squad is the Space Marine captain himself. It's his standard bearer, the guy who carries the flag of your company. Two veteran brothers, that would be these guys here, two just veteran, all of them are handpicked. Then the apothecary, who is something of a medic of sorts. And then the company champion, who is the most skilled Space Marine that isn't, isn't really in a leadership role. And I don't know where, where's my command squad? Where is everybody? Look at those, look at that giant shell. That's what that big old gun is shooting. These things over here. Everything is big in Warhammer. Let's see if we can find another shell.
Those guardsmen cannot survive.
Look at this thing.
We find a way to destroy the gun.
Shell loading.
That is a big cannon shell, but it looks like it's some kind of, it might be like an orbital gun or something that it's loading. Not sure. I think they said it's a planetary cannon, so yep, that's an upgrade. Let's take a quick look around though. Oh, so you may notice that I am playing this and Battletech side by side. So we're doing the Battletech DLC career and we're playing this. Well, there's a good reason for that. These are the two games that shaped my sci-fi experience. A lot of people, their sci-fi experience was shaped by stuff like Star Trek and Star Wars. No, for me it was Battletech and Warhammer. And when I say it shaped me, that's where my manner of speaking comes from. You may think that, hey, Fox has a slightly more theatrical manner of speaking. Is that all just like YouTube? Oh, here we go.
Transmechanic Second Class Petronius. Entering duty log 31127. Communications console functioning. Issues of note. 1. I detected a signal that should not have been there. But Transmechanic First Class Arik refused to believe me. Yes, I've made mistakes before. That pulsar I thought was a Tau warship, missing the signal from the Fabricator General's transport. But I am not wrong every time. There's something approaching from the far side of the sun. I know it.
So that's where my manner of speaking comes from reading Warhammer books and Battletech books, because Warhammer and Battletech are very similar in that they have kind of a, what is this? A vengeance launcher. That sounds interesting. He's going to say it.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Oh, I was close. That sounds promising. I use this weapon a lot in the multiplayer as well. I believe this weapon was made up specifically for the video game, but like you can do that. Like, it's not like, I don't think it's like a game-breaking thing. So how do I use it in this? How do I make the things explode? Okay, one. Okay, it's the, so the way this works is this is a grenade launcher that adheres to surfaces, and then these things are remote detonated. So I can just push the R button, and they'll explode. Now I can shoot several of them, and I can blow them up one at a time, or if I shoot them all out, I can hold it down and explode them all at once. So it's really useful in the multiplayer because people will do like this to like kind of like juke their, try to juke your shots off. And what you could do is like, so I'm gonna hold the left down, and so like I'm forced into the direction I'm rolling until I get out of it. And so what you can do is wait for them to roll and like use it, and the fact that a little bit of a generous explosion it would allow you to blow people up who are trying to stay evasive. It was a pretty good weapon. And not a lot of people used it, so a lot of people didn't know how to react to it. Unfortunately, we've wasted half of the ammo, so we'll have to find some ammo. I don't remember how good it is against orcs, though. Let's find out. Oh, here's some ammo, speak the devil. Or is it hand grenades? Nope, it's ammo. So with this weapon, I would like the high ground. See, you can see how quickly I could detonate them. I think it's actually going to be really useful when they try to blob up on me. First, I want to get ammo, of course. Ammo. And looks like a melt-a-bomb.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
So, the way I can tell this is a melt-a-bomb is by the handle. Like, I mean, it's an iconic look to the weapon, but, like, in particular, speaking of the devil. Let's see if we can, you can actually explode them in midair. If you get the hang of judging the distance, it's actually pretty, it's very hard to avoid. Basically, it's really hard to avoid this weapon if you can get the hang of the aim on it. Also, we can blow people up through cover. But sadly, we are now out of ammo. We can't shoot this weapon from the hip? Oh, look at him evading. You would think that evasion wouldn't make too much of a difference. It actually does. We probably shouldn't use the Stalker Bolter indoors, though I don't think, unless we can do a wide open. Anyways, as I was saying, so in Warhammer and BattleTech, they have this similar kind of thing where there's two classes. There's like an upper class and a lower class. And the lower class speak kind of like you and I, but the high class, they have a certain eloquence to them. Very similar, like Space Marines and, you know, senior Imperial Guardsmen, like senior staff, like commissars and whatnot, as well as tech priests. They speak very similarly to, say, a great house mech warriors of BattleTech. They have this sort of like modern day yet eloquent manner of speaking, and that's where my manner of speech comes from, just from reading so many of the books. I do speak like that in real life. I dial it down a little bit because some people get frustrated because they feel like I'm going out of my way to speak strangely. But, oh, here we go. I'm about to say that, you know, like, I'm not going to retread my path and not find someone to shoot. But anyways, yeah, I really wanted to share these games with you guys just because...
Not enough cover! Get down! Get down! Hold on, Captain! Get me a medipack!
Well, here they're storing all the shells. I think we're due for a new enemy. If I remember right, we're due for a new enemy. Oh, gotta get the squigs. They self-destruct. Now, if you're quick, you can shoot the squigs while they are in the enemy ranks, and it will actually blow them up too. Thankfully, basically half of my command squad is here to provide me some cover. But no, I do love BattleTech and Warhammer to bits. They are like... Are those... Wait, I hear a squig. I hear him. Where is he? There we go. I just want to shoot, even though these guys are just... They're technically a part... No! I want to shoot them so bad, I don't want them to get away. They're just part of the scenery, but I want to shoot them anyways. There we go. Proper Space Marines do not have mercy for the orcs. There we go. Oh, well, I'll show you what I can give you. Now I've had enough. Bam! What are you guys doing? You think you could escape and not be shot? No! No! Okay, I got him. We're okay, boys. We have not failed the Emperor. Oh! Oh, so I just referenced the Emperor. The that's like it's like, people love to call it the Emperor because of Captain Boreal. And like I said, you know, this is an English game, so a lot of people speak with English accents, so everyone makes fun of Boreal for like saying like simultaneous instead of simultaneous. That's just how they speak over there. But yeah, who's this Emperor guy? And I guess when we ask the question, who's this Emperor guy, kind of gets into the question of like, why are Space Marines so powerful? Oh, here are the new boys, the Hard Boys, or in Orc words, the Ard Boys. We're definitely gonna have to blow them up with this. Well, not definitely, but it's gonna help. These guys actually do a good bit of damage if we let them get into melee combat.
We need to get the shell into that loader.
Those guys, they can do a lot of damage when they appear in groups and they catch you in melee combat because they actually have a decent bit of art. So like, the game, they try to represent the way armor works in the game. There we go, activate this. What are we trying to do?
There. I will place the charge on that shell.
Ah. Are they just gonna let me do this? Is no one gonna come here? Yes, put it on. The melta charge. And now I guess we push it? Yep, there we go. Get some of that superhuman space. Anyway, yeah, so the Emperor. Emperor is actually a fairly mysterious figure. Like, not a whole lot is known about. I mean, maybe they've got like books that go into greater detail about the Emperor, but in general, the Emperor is a very mythical figure.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
That's one thing I like about Ultramarines. I know a lot of all the other Space Marines would have said the same thing, but you know, one thing I'll say, I'll credit all the Space Marines on this. You know, that thing where Sedona said, with luck it'll make it to the loader, and Titus says, we cannot rely on luck on this. You know, I love the certainty. The Space Marines inspire their confidence just with the certainty of it, you know, like, nope, you know, we can't rely on luck. We have to make sure, you know, you want the job done, right? Wait, we can't let them escape. No. Okay.
Get the boss.
Where is he? I hear his... No! Got him. Like I said, those guys are of no consequence. I'm literally just shooting them because I feel like it. Because none will escape my fury! Oh yeah, so... Oh. No! I'll get him! I will get him. Yes! No! There we go. Okay, let's not get too distracted. Oh, God, it's a knob. Let's throw some hand grenades. So this big orc, who's actually bigger than me, is known as a knob. Ow. But without his backup, he's not too much of a threat. He needs his backup to kind of like just... Because what he wants to do is either A... I forgot, I gotta play a little mini game. There we go. Oh, into the mouth. That's enough of them. I've had enough of them. So the way he's a threat is he needs his buddies, because either A, he distracts you and then his buddies shoot you up, or you get distracted by his buddies and he starts like smacking you with his like giant pipe. But yeah, he's a knob. Knob is like, I guess you would say a knob is the equivalent of like an orc sergeant. But like orcs, they don't really have a command structure like that. They basically have like, I is bigger than you, so you listens to me or I punch you in the face. That's basically the orc command structure. And as orcs get, so why is it like that? It's because as an orc gets older, and therefore as an orc survives, you know, orcs have very violent lives. So a big orc is an older orc, is an orc that's survived more battles. Orcs get bigger as they grow older, and I don't know if there's a limit to how big orcs get. Normally they just die. So this is where we can actually, if we had, so right now we have 4 weapons. We would be able to swap between, so we can't carry more than 4 weapons. If we had more, it's places like these where we would actually be able to swap between them, but I'm okay with the way we've got now. Not that I have a choice. We have to get more weapons first. Anyways, you know, I have no idea how big orcs can get. Orcs can get huge. They can get bigger than vehicles. It's like, but I mean, most of the time, they just get killed. So they just never have the chance. They never have the opportunity. Oh, have a grenade. No, I'm gonna use the vengeance launcher. Launch some vengeance at you. There. No, you're too much of a wimp. I will smack you. There we go. This is another thing I like about the vengeance launcher. Very easy to destroy people in cover, for people on like oh! Do the stop! I actually don't need the help, but I just want to do it anyways. Into the combat. How dare you shoot me? Get my health back. So the way they depict armor in this particular game, it basically is like a shield. If you look at my health bar up top, the part that's going down right now, let them shoot me a bit. Okay, I guess, or not. That's my armor, and my armor recharges. No, that's not how Space Marine armor works, but they just did it as a way to do the game mechanics in the game. In the board game, the way armor works is you either do damage or you don't, and armor basically blocks damage. And if you take damage, you're usually just dead. There's most things cannot take more than 1 damage, because in Warhammer.
Secondary lift.
Oh. Wait, I think that was the vengeance launcher, so we're actually above it. In Warhammer, they're called wounds. That's damage in the game, and 1 wound represents the catastrophic damage necessary to kill 1 person. So if you take 1 wound, it means that you got like shot through the heart, shot through the lung, blown up by a hand grenade. It just represents whatever physical trauma is necessary to kill 1 person. So if a character has 2 wounds, it represents this idea that they're so damn tough that they can withstand double the amount of injuries that would kill the typical person. That's the way to kind of understand the way they're depicting it. So apparently this was not the right way. Where am I going? I keep getting sidetracked. There's just so much. You don't understand how much. It's just like a BattleTech. Like every BattleTech episode, I'm like, what do I talk about? There's so much to talk about. Where's my command squad? Answer me, Leandros. Like, why do we disobey chapter tactics? Oh, what's a chapter? A chapter is... So there's 1,000,000 Space Marines, and they're divided into 1,000-man armies known as chapters. The chapter is the 1,000 people in a chapter, and each chapter has a name. Like, this is the Ultramarines chapter. So the 1,000-man chapter is then broken down into 10-man companies. Wait, what are you doing here? How dare you? Or no, 100-man companies, because 100 times 10 is 1,000, and then each company, wait, there we go. Yeah, okay, I got it right. So 1,000 Space Marine chapters. So there's 1,000, so there's 1,000 times 1,000. That's 1,000,000 Space Marines in total. Oh, what's this? A purity seal. Marksman mode. Okay, so this further enhances my fury. And now it gives me like basically Matrix bullet time. So now, I mean, I haven't even used it yet. Normally you use Fury in like a time of need, or if you just know there's a ton of enemies to clear out, but typically you use it like when you need to recover. This is probably where I'm gonna wind up using it. If I remember right, this is a fairly significant fight here. Anyways, if you're wondering why can't I do math? Well, it's hard to play and do math at the same time. Anyways, 1,000,000 Space Marines, boys. And then the 1,000,000 space
sequence. Then we put it back.
See, the orcs are smart.
Get the shell into that loader.
The orcs know that we set this up with a bomb, so there's our melted bomb right there. They know it. Oh, so I don't have to push it myself? Yeah, look at this. That's right. Someone else has to push it for a change. I don't have to do it. Anyways, 1,000,000 Space Marines divided into 1,000-man chapters. So each chapter is approximately 1,000. Some people are kind of like space wolves. I'm looking at you. They cheat the rules because They wrote, there was this really important document, I've mentioned it a few times, the Codex. It came up with this idea of like, because originally there were 20 Space Marine legions. And a legion was just like, I don't know, as many Space Marines as they could cram into it. But it was decided that that was too many Space Marines because, see, this is what's happening already. You see I'm getting pushed back into the corner. This is, so we have the option, if I need to, I could use the Fury mode. And the Fury mode will be nice because it will give me the opportunity to recover my health. I didn't even know I could do that. I just learned something. I did not know I could do that. I literally just stepped on that guy to death. No! Oh, we're almost dead. Furious mode engaged. Nope. There. Oh no! I got blown up by a squig. So this time, you know, we can't. There's no shenanigans this time. We're gonna fight it out. There we go. So the final hit of that Shadesword combo is pretty strong. Like, you want to always aim that towards the maximum number of enemies. You know what's going to happen?
Out of sequence.
I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Leandros, get the shell into that loader.
After we succeed at this part, what's going to happen is... I'm going to forget what I was talking about. Oh, no. All right. So what we got to make sure that doesn't happen, we got to make sure we don't get boxed into a corner. That's probably going to happen no matter what we do, but we need to get rid of the shooters, because they're the ones who are going to kind of drive me into like I need room to move, and these darn shooter boys are going to stop me from being able to do that. So I need to make sure they're clear. Also, we could use the Vengeance Launcher to thin them out. Yes, bring forth your numbers. Oh, not a bunch of little shrimpy guys. Have a hand grenade. Make sure we get the squigs. The squigs are what got us last time. We need to make sure that doesn't happen. Aim for the squigs, boys. Wait, why am I telling you that? You can't even help me. You guys are just the digital audience.
Enemy sighted.
Wait, here, this is a perfect place with the Vengeance Launcher. Look at this. Massacre! There we go. Get out of my face. I kick you. I kick you. Oh, here we go. So this is the time where I'm going to run into combat and... The fury is in me! Destroy! You're destroy! And now we got to recharge it. It's down in the bottom left corner with the Ultramarine symbol. We got to recharge our righteous fury! That's the time you would use it, though. Like, you could either use it defensively, you know, when in your time of need, or you can use it offensively like we did there to kind of like just get a big threat out of the way and kind of use it proactively before it becomes a problem. No, I want to do that. There we go. Switching weapons is a little awkward. I'd use the mouse wheel. It is definitely easier with the Xbox controller, because I can just use the D-pad and memorize up, down, left, and right on the D-pad. There we go. As you can see, we're already beginning to charge up the... let's get my Vengeance Launcher out. Suffer! Be destroyed! I launched my vengeance at thee.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Okay.
Severe structural damage.
It wasn't me. I don't know what I did. It wasn't me, either way. There we go. So the Melter Charge blew up all the ammo store in the gun. And here is our ruined planetary gun. Where are we? Oh wow, it's a ways down, isn't it? This is a Forge world, though. Note the Gothic architecture. Very iconic of the Imperium, going for like a futuristic sci-fi fantasy feel. It's really that Gothic architecture. It really draws a lot of people in. They really love that. Oh, look at this giant, beautiful bridge. I think they actually talk about the bridge later on. But yeah, just this classic arches of Gothic architecture. You know, you've got your kind of castle-like imagery, skulls everywhere, you know, very grim dark. Got these little like spikes and everything. It's really draws you into the universe. Great universe. Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. As I predicted, I forgot. But that's probably good enough for now. I feel like this is a good place to give it a rest. So until next time, we can put our chain swords down. Now, in the downtime, make sure you clean up your armor with the provided sacred oils. Make sure you don't dishonor your machine spirit of the power armor. We didn't even talk about the machine spirit. So you guys are clueless. You're going to offend the machine spirit of your power armor, but that you guys are mostly neophytes. You'll have to ask your veteran brothers down in the comments section the proper rites of maintenance. Anyways, like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.